I'm ready when you are, Mayor.
Okay. You could sit up here if you want. We don't have a microphone, so you're gonna have to get up when we call you to speak, that's all. John, you might as well sit up here too if you want. Okay, everybody ready? Okay. I want to start this Buena Vista Township regular meeting, February 24th, 2020. Call to order, Lisa.
Mr. Martinelli is absent.
And we're going to excuse Mr. Martinelli for this meeting.
Mr. Turner,
Here.
Mrs. White,
Here.
Mr. Williams,
Here.
Mayor Kelly.
Here. On January 2nd, 2020, notice of this meeting was mailed to the Daily Journal and the press and duly posted in the main lobby of the municipal complex. All requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act have been met in compliance with the Sunshine Law. We will now salute the flag. Mr. Turner, you want to lead us in the flag salute?
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Lisa, you want to go over the minutes?
Thank you, Mayor. I have just one set of minutes for approval this evening from our last meeting, which is the regular meeting of February 10th, 2020. All members were present.
Okay, do I have a motion for the minutes?
Motion.
Second?
Roll call?
Turner,
Yes.
White,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes. Okay, Lisa, announcements and presentations?
Announcements, presentations, and discussions. This evening, we have from the New Jersey State Police, Troop A, Trooper Stango, for his monthly report.
Hello, welcome.
Good evening. These are stats for the Buena Vista Township, January 2020. There were 153 calls of service with no specific trends noticed. 34 criminal investigations. Most were against other persons, for example, assault due to disagreements, with no specific trends noticed. 13 motor vehicle crashes, mostly deer this time of year, no specific trends noticed. 24 alarm calls, all were false alarms. 2 burglaries, one was from a vacant home, the other was an attempt by trying to pry open the rear window of a home, and 42 medical assists. A majority were from 55 and plus communities in the area. Any questions?
Okay, thank you so much. About the deer, is there any advice to the public, certain times to watch out for on the roads?
In reference to deer 11s, it's always suggested to follow the state speed limit, and also to just make sure to, at night, be careful and diligent about keeping your eyes on the side of the road for any possible oncoming deer.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Trooper.
Okay, next we have our Assemblyman, John Armato, with some legislation updates. And I know, John, you've been very busy. I've been reading a lot of things that you've been doing, and I'll let you talk about it.
Thank you. Thanks for having me come out tonight. Good evening, everyone. My name is John Armato. I'm a New Jersey State Assemblyman in LD2, which is all of Atlantic County. It's my second term when I've just started, and looking forward to it. I'm new committee this year. I'm on the Veterans Committee. I'm also on the Senior and Health Committee. And new this year, I'm on the Agricultural Committee, which I think is good for us because of where we are at in Atlantic County, where I'm from Atlantic County. So looking forward to working with our farmers and getting some things done. A couple of bills that have gone through. One of them is, we have in Atlantic County, we have what they call recovery court. Recovery court is a alternative as to be incarcerated. Once you graduate recovery court, your records are expunged, which is an excellent opportunity for young men and women, or for anybody for that matter, to get their lives back on the road. There's always been, though, a hiccup that you could not get a key license in Atlantic City because of a criminal record. Assemblyman Mazzio and myself had sponsored a bill that the governor has signed into law that upon graduation from recovery court, you will now be eligible for a key license, which is an excellent opportunity to advance in the casino industry. Excuse me, one of my new bills has to do with suicide. In colleges from our 2- to 4-year college. So what we're looking for now is to get more informative about what's happening on the mental illness side of things. We want the colleges, as a freshman, to be orientated on mental health. We want to be able to have assistance with a partner if they don't want to be evaluated or if they don't feel comfortable at the college situation. They can go to a local other hospital or another mental institution that can help them. We're looking to do an app on our phones, especially around midterms or exams or holidays when it seems to be the most stressful time for our students. Looking to advance this bill, and I think in the long run, it's going to help a lot of individuals who would not have this help available. One of the biggest complaints that we have now is that I want help, I just can't get it. So these are the things that we have to work on. Also on the Health and Senior Committee, we're looking at senior fraud. Senior fraud right now is rampant. Being a senior citizen myself, I will get 2 or 3 emails, 2 or 3 phone calls, 2 or 3 mailings a month, and you obviously know that they're fraudulent. We have to make sure that our senior citizens also know that these are fraudulent. Take the time, and there's a very simple way to do this, if you think about it. You take an afternoon, sit down, get all your bills, get where you do your banking, where your car payments go, your credit cards. Call them. Ask them, how will you contact me? And if they'll say to you, I will contact you by phone. So if your credit card company says, I'll contact you by phone, you write it down. So when you get that email or you get that text, you'll know, I just talked to them, and that's not the way they're going to contact me. And there are so many different scams out there, and I think we all know them. You know, your nephew has been incarcerated in Florida, $7,500. Obviously, we know this is fraud. Some people don't. So be very vigilant. On our veterans, being on a Veterans Committee, we have a bill now that if you are 60% disabled or more, your driver's license and our fees will be free. These are little things that say thank you to our veterans who have given us so much. Also trying to make in New Jersey, but the federal government actually has a vet as a vet. New Jersey doesn't. There's 3 or 4 different classifications. We have to understand that if you volunteered into the military and were honorably discharged, you're penalized if you served during peacetime. So anyone who served in the military should be able to get the $250 rebate from our taxes. Some people can't. National Guard can't, and yet they have served. So these are the things that we're working on. Our offices are always open. You can contact me through Township Hall. You can call Lisa. She'll get in contact with me. Any problems? I think everyone here understands that I'm very involved in the opiate epidemic. The disease of addiction is my main goal, and I am available anytime to help. I have multiple connections to get people into detox, people into rehab, or if you just want to sit down and talk, I'm available. So please contact my office, and we'll get that to you. So with that, I think that's it for this evening, and I'll try to come back as often as my schedule permits. But once again, Township Committee and Mayor, thank you for having me, and thank you all.
Thanks, John. Just one question. With the veterans benefit, does that money come back from the state or the municipality makes up that difference, the tax collector was asking me that, and I said I wasn't sure.
The $250?
Yes,
If I'm not mistaken, it comes from the state.
okay, so that would be in the
But
bill.
that I can check for you and get back to you.
Yes, because she was saying it might be a hardship if we have a lot of veterans and we have to make up the difference, so that would be my only consideration, John. So I believe the veterans need it, but I think the state should pay because our residents are paying too. Okay, thank you, John.
Thank you.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.
And definitely the mental health, the suicidal information is very important because not enough people that need the help ask for help, and that's the problem. So I think that's very good. And I think the state is looking to fund mental health more in the future, and so part of that would be great, John. Good idea.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Mayor's report, the floor is yours.
Okay. I'll be brief tonight. We made the 2020 business review and forecast. With the help of Lisa, we wrote up an article about our future, and it came out really good. It was just Vineland and us that were in there. So hopefully if anybody is interested, we can make copies for the public because it was very good. And I think part of it was in the newsletter that we'll be sending out too.
It was in the newsletter, it's also on our website, and it's on Facebook, the article.
Okay, so everyone will have access to it. Thank you. And this month, I attended the New Jersey Conference of Mayors Summit. It was held in Trenton. We did have our legislators there. We had President Steve Sweeney, Senator Robert Singer, Senator Anthony Bucco, Assemblyman Speaker Craig Conklin, and Assemblyman John Burnick, and Assemblyman Louis Greenwald. So most of the information, there's nothing new there. Everybody knows we have property tax problems. That was the main complaint, how we haven't had any future, the last 10 years past increases to our state aid in over 10 years. So of course, all of our prices go up, but nothing is coming from the state. They say, well, we'll be lucky to have our funds stay the same without a decrease, so we're hoping for that, but that just does not help us. And so this was a major complaint that most of the mayors had. Some of the big issues in the state are the water problem issues, and they had a Montclair State program, had a seminar about that, and the water issues is up to $2 to $5 billion to fix. And also the school issues, $5 to $6 billion for the schools to be fixed. So these are some of the major problems that we have. And also we're number one in the state. The seniors that are moving from New Jersey, most of them are going to Pennsylvania and New York. So that was another thing brought about the property taxes, and that was one of the reasons in retirement. So they're talking about different things, but I know I've heard this before, so I'm not sure when our problems are going to be solved. So they are talking about it, and we hope in the future something will be done. Also attended the Atlantic County League of Municipalities. We had the mayor of Atlantic City speak, and he gave us about Atlantic City, the information and the newest information there. That they're working on, and so they are working on a lot of things, and we wish them well. They are still under state supervision, but they said this time they're working more as a partnership with the state and not like it was before, so it sounds like that's getting better. Also attended the Atlantic County League of Municipalities and the Township officials meeting. And I think that's all I'll mention right at this time then. Anything else, Lisa, that I might have forgot?
No, I think you covered it all.
Okay,
Busy. Busy month for you.
yes.
Ordinances for introduction, first reading. We have 84-2020, authorizing acceptance of land donation for block 1505, lot 22, And number 8, ordinances for public hearing, second reading. We have ordinance 82-2020, ordinance to establish a cap bank for calendar year 2020. Mayor?
Okay. Let's, do we have a motion to introduce 84, 2020?
Second.
Okay, roll call?
Turner?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Williams?
Yes.
Kelly?
Yes. Okay, ordinance 82, 2020, to establish the cap bank for calendar year 2020. Do I have a motion to open to the public on that?
Motion.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, would anyone from the public have a question on ordinance 82, 2020 at this point? Okay. Then motion to close.
Motion to close.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, then we need a motion to adopt upon final reading.
Motion.
Second.
Okay, roll call?
Turner?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Williams?
Yes.
Kelly?
Yes.
Public comment on current agenda items only. In order for the committee to conduct the business of the township in the most productive manner possible, meeting attendees will be given 2 minutes, all-inclusive, to comment on any agenda items without comment or question from the committee, but only on items specified on the agenda listed for the current meeting. Please step up to the microphone at the appropriate time and state your name and address for the record. Resolution 70-20, authorized payment of bills in the amount of $2,934,077.76. For the record, the school board payment tax is $871,956.24, and Atlantic County tax payment is $783,141.49. Consent agenda. Consent agenda includes items of business which are not controversial and do not require individual discussion. A motion approving the consent agenda is moved, seconded, and voted upon as one item by the Township Committee. If any discussion is requested on a consent agenda item, it is removed from the consent agenda to the regular agenda. Resolution 71-20, authorizing the issuance of street opening permits to South Jersey Gas. 72-20, authorizing the issuance of recreation permit to Buena Regional High School. 73-20, authorizing the release of a maintenance bond for St. Augustine Preparatory School. And 74-20, requesting Atlantic County to reconstruct and repave the 5 Points intersection. Mayor?
Okay, I guess we will motion to pay the bills. Oh, wait, I have to open to the public first, sorry about that.
Motion to open to the public.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, if anyone from the public would like to come up, this is
Speak about it.
at this point? Not, okay. Motion to close.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, let's make a motion to adopt Resolution 720 and pay the bills.
Motion to pay the bills.
Second.
Okay, roll call?
Turner?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Williams?
Yes.
Kelly?
Yes. Okay, now the consent agenda. Motion to approve the consent agenda?
Motion to accept 71-20 to 74-20.
Second.
Okay, roll call?
Turner?
Yes.
White?
Yes.
Williams?
Yes.
Kelly?
Yes. Okay, Lisa, you want to give a report now?
Thank you, Mayor. I have a couple items over here, kind of spread out some updated flyers that the township has been working on for some upcoming events. I don't want to steal anybody's thunder, so if it looks like I'm going to, just cut me off. Just want to let everybody know, our 2020 free rabies clinics are coming up in March. Our first one is Saturday, March 7th, starting at 10 a.m. at the Newtonville Fire Hall till 12 noon, and then at 1 p.m. we'll be at Richland Fire Hall until 3 p.m. This is for dogs and cats, and you can also license your animals as well. We do request either exact change or a check to make it easier for us to be able to cash it out. Our second one is Saturday, March 21st, 2020. We start at 10 a.m. at the East Vineland Fire Hall till 12 noon, and then at 1 p.m. we start at Collins Lakes Fire Hall until 3 p.m. We are doing our licensing, so if your animals, your cats or dogs still have a valid rabies, just stop into the clerk's office or mail back the form that we mailed to you. we will mail your license right back out to you. If you have any questions, please contact our clerk's office, 856-697-2100 at extension 1. The other thing, we just initiated this today. We've been working on it for the past couple months, but the township now has a used clothing bin drop-off, which is sponsored by Buena Vista Township. It's located at our Public Works facility. This is with the help of Turnkey Enterprises, LLC. This is a clean community initiative with Sustainable Jersey. The items that are dropped off here or can be accepted are clothing, shoes, belts, purses, blankets, sheets, pillowcases, drapes, and stuffed toys. These items will be recycled or repurposed for either resale or for families in need. So this is a great program that the township is putting on. I encourage anybody to drop off at any time. It's located in the front. It is under lighting as well as surveillance cameras, so you can feel safe to drop it off. It's right in the front part of Public Works at our in our driveway area. So feel free to drop by there. Public Works is located at 430 Union Road. Any questions, again, just contact our township clerk's office and we'll be able to walk you through. There is a spot on there for receipts, so that way you can take a receipt for any items that you do donate for tax purposes. So feel free to take that receipt as well. Just wanted to update the public that for Public Works behalf, that the leaf vac was fixed, and they did go back out and around as a full courtesy, pickup through Collins Lakes. So that was done last week. They will be back around for spring pickup. So we apologize for the delay, but our machine is ready to go. Unfortunately, they had picked up some bricks and toys and things that were in leaf piles, which unfortunately created some damage to our equipment. But that is now fixed, so spring leaf pickup will begin, I made it easy for the date. It's in April. April 13th will be the first time that we're going to come around. It's a one-time shot for the spring, so make sure you have your leaves out at that time. We also will have new signs that will be out in those communities to let the public know when leaf collection will be.
There may not be any leaves left, Lisa.
I hope not.
From the late pickup.
But you never know. And then last but not least, I'll go over, our Easter egg hunt is coming up, so I just want families to save the date. We have our annual Easter egg hunt. Unfortunately, we were rained out twice last year. Even a third time that we tried to do it, we had a really bad rain season, so we're crossing our fingers. That will be Saturday, April 11th at 12 noon at Michael Debbie Park. We have our Hip Hop Easter Bunny that will be out, and over 3,000 eggs for children up to age of 10. So stop out for that, save the date. Our flyers are located on our website, as well as we've been circulating them on Facebook, and you can stop at Town Hall to be able to get the flyers. This gives you a snapshot, just like our calendar for every event, special events that we have going on for the year.
And yeah, Lisa, we had rain last year. We did not even have it, so we're hoping we don't have rain this year.
Correct. Otherwise, we gave away eggs at 4th of July. And that's it, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, committee reports. Who would like to go first?
I'll go.
Okay,
Uh,
Mr. Turner?
Okay, got a couple things, that's all. And I went to the natural helpers at freshman natural helpers, Buena Regional High, last Wednesday. It was really, really good, okay? And, we had people talk about, the drugs and everything to the freshman natural helpers. I told them about things that went on with my family, which I don't like to do, but if it's gonna save just one kid, I'll do it 100 times then and everything, because the scourge of drugs is ruining our country. And every day, I really take a deep dive into what's going on in the whole country. We're in trouble, and we really gotta combat this. It's gonna take money and a lot of volunteerism and a lot of love, and not just children, it's the older people. They get on opioids, okay, they get in pain and they start taking too many of them. Okay, so it's a whole gamut, the young, the middle, and the elderly, okay? And, we gotta stay on top of that. also went to the Atlantic County League of Municipalities, and Mayor Small, as the mayor alluded to, spoke. He talked about his clerk being a good clerk, and she is, okay? But our clerk there is the best. We have the best clerk in Atlantic County. And I'm not just, saying that to make somebody feel good. I look at this young lady, I've been around a long time, okay, in politics, and I've been around a long time working for a county and municipal government. And I know a good person when I see him. We are so blessed to have Lisa Tilton as our administrative clerk.
I agree.
We really are, and I say this without reservation. And so we're so grateful for her and everything. And the leaves will be picked up on the 13th. After the leaf back on the road. We got the wrong parts. They sent the wrong parts. Now we got the right ones, and they last week finished up Collins and Luke's, and they did everybody, not just the ones where they left off. Okay. And the Public Works Department is moving forward. We got a new dump truck in, and a couple of new pickup trucks. We had an aging fleet, and so in the 5-year plan, we'll be going after something else. We really don't have go into bonding heavily all the time. You have to pay bonds back, so you have to use common sense on your bonding. Do it sensible, okay? And we're here as a committee, I feel we're really taking a sensible approach to bonding. But we have a lot of things to do. A lot of things are failing us in the process, and we're getting them fixed. Because I feel the residents of this township deserve the best. Okay, we don't have a whole lot of $1 million homes, but we take what we get and we use it, to sensible and everything. And you can rest assured, me personally, the township does a good job of taking care of the taxpayers' money and take care of our taxpayers. And I'm gonna leave with this. That's my motto: Buena Vista residents always first. Thank you so much, dear.
Thank you, Mr. Turner.
Thank you, Mr. Turner, too. Thank you very much for your kind
Thank you,
words.
Bernice.
I had to think of what I was going to mention tonight, but I realize I have several things, but I'm going to try and be brief, okay?
Now we have plenty of time.
First, I also attended the Atlantic County League of Municipalities, the meeting that we had the other night. I want to congratulate John on taking office as president.
That's right.
Thank you.
He did a great job that night. It was very well, nice turnout, and listening to, the mayor of Atlantic City was very informative. I also attended, Mayor, you had sent me the information for the nonpartisan training, Get Out the Vote, and I did attend that on Saturday, which was also well attended and pretty informative. That was at the Shiloh Baptist Church in Vineland. Reverend Mallory also had sent an invitation for their men's fellowship that they had, which was also attended by committee members, at first I was a little leery because I'm like, men's fellowship, but there were women there. I must say there were women there. It was very informative. There was a young man who came and spoke on financial literacy and financial awareness, and it was very, very good, very informative. And that was at Reverend Mallory's church here in Richland. Also, I had a chance to peek in at the high school the other day when Assemblyman John Armato and Deputy Mayor Williams and Mr. Turner. There were other representatives from the township as well that came and spoke to the kids, the freshman natural helpers. And I thought they were in tune to what everybody was saying, so which was good, about drug awareness, and I thought that was pretty good to, for the high school kids. What else? I also attended the Martin Luther King, the exhibit with Dr. Hunter, the new exhibit that they displayed at the Martin Luther King Center. It was funny because I was able to find a little piece of family history along the way. He had a display of something, and I saw the name and I recognized it, only to find out that it was a family member from way back when that was, instrumental in one of the displays, so that was, it was.
And this
pretty
was the
nice.
quilt display.
Yes, it was a quilt display, and my mom was there with me, so for her and I to sit there and talk to him and to learn something about, one of our family members, it was pretty good. Also, a little plug for the Buena Regional High School winter track team. My daughter's a part of the track team, and they had sectionals yesterday. It was a long day, but the boys and girls winter track, several of them competed in sectionals and advanced to states, so they'll be running in states this coming Saturday. So that's a little plug for Buena Regional High School's winter track.
Will it be at the high school, or?
It will be, it's always, the winter track meets are in Turnersville at the Bubble in Toms River, Bennett Center. And Coach Winkler, she's awesome. She does a great job with the track team. So that's coming up, states are coming up this Saturday. Also, the high school drama team is putting on hairspray this week. I know there's a flyer out for, they're doing, I believe, like a seniors dinner one of the nights.
I think Wednesday night.
So that's, I think that's gonna be pretty good. And, I think that's about it.
Well, very good, Renee, so that's quite a bit, that's good. Deputy Mayor John, and congratulations, John, I forgot, you
Oh,
were just
thank you.
sworn
That's
in
okay.
as president of the Landing County League, and that was exciting.
Yes. And going back to the month, on the 21st, I attended the League of Municipalities, which the entire committee attended. And as David mentioned, Paul, the secretary for the league, is not in comparison to Lisa Tilton, our administrator and clerk, because she goes way above and beyond most of the time and everything that she does. And I also attended the Natural Helpers on February 18th, and what happened was they discussed the progression of chemical dependency in the adolescent. So that was really exceptional. That David spoke of a situation in his family of drug dependency, and also John Armato also spoke of a drug dependency issue in his family. And I think it's very impactful to the young people, because they're going to be the future of the group and of the peer leadership and the natural helpers for all through their high school career. And they were freshmen students finishing up their first year. Also on the February 13th, I attended the Environmental Commission meeting, and we discussed doing 2 trail grants, one for $2,000 for Sustainable Jersey, and Lisa had worked on that and got that in on February 14th for the Michael W. Park Trail Butterfly Garden. Also, we had an application for the Collins Lakes Nature Trail from ANJAC, and that's a $1,500 grant, and we're planning to submit that in April, and we want to get that done for the so that we can get some additional funds for phase 2 of the trail, which is the 2-mile section of it. Also, we have free trees that are going to be donated from Gloucester County. We're going to pick those up on Friday, and then we're going to distribute them beginning Monday, March 30th at 9:30 a.m. until they're gone. And all you have to do is contact Beth Conway at 856-697-2100, extension 8, and she will direct you to come and pick up the trees. They didn't donate them from Atlantic County this year, but they donated them from Gloucester County, so we're going to pick them up and then distribute them. So we were glad that they're supplying those. And also, the zoning board was canceled for this month, and then we'll have the meeting next in March 19th, I believe it is, right? And also I attended the municipal officials at the Savoy on February 7th, and we also picked a new president for the municipal officials. I had finished up my year for them. And also I wanted to mention the Pinelands Municipal Council on March 10th. We're installing the officers for this year, and John Armato, our assemblyman, is going to be installing the officers.
And that's here, right, John?
And that's here at the municipal building, yeah. And that starts at 7:30 on the 10th.
And that's usually good for the public if they want to attend. The Pinelands officials are usually here and they give a report or there's questions. It's a good time, especially in our township. They usually move around, so that'd be good.
And that's about it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, John.
Let me say one thing.
Go ahead,
I was
Dave.
reading on email, I get a thing from the state every morning, and I think Sweeney and another senator they were thinking about getting a UEZ zone for some of the Pinelands communities, and I'm just keeping an eye on that. If they do it right, that will help us here tremendously, okay?
Yes.
And, it will fill the money back in our community, through, our businesses and everything, and, help us a whole lot there. And maybe, lighten the burden where we can get more ratables in, instead of, them not having a moratorium on how many businesses you can have and the criteria for it, like the criteria. So I'm going to keep an eye on that.
No, that's a good thing. Maybe get that number and we can write a letter of support and send it to our representatives. And definitely that's good. That would be a good thing to push for.
It's going to take a while, but we'll keep an eye on that one.
Okay, thank you, David. All right, Lisa?
Public comment. The committee welcomes participation of interested organizations and individuals during regular caucus, workshop, and special meetings. However, in order to conduct the business of the township in the most productive manner possible, attendees will be given 4 minutes, all-inclusive, including all dialogue, questions, and responses from both the speaker and the committee for the designated public portion of the meeting. There may be no transference of speaker's time to another attendees. Please step up to the microphone at the appropriate time and state your name and address for the record. Mayor?
Okay. Motion to open to the public?
Motion to open the public?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, anyone from the public wish to come up? This is your opportunity. Can you reach that? Okay, good. All right.
Good evening. Carlo Favoretto, Richland. Just coming to promote the Buena Regional Middle School Health and Wellness Fair. That's happening on Thursday, March the 12th, starting at 5:30. There's a little dinner. Parents are all invited to come out, bring your kids, and check out all of the free resources that there are to offer. There are lots of workshops happening that night, including one that our kids have worked on called Don't Get Vaped In. That's being promoted and presented by Kathleen Morris of the Teen Center from the high school. So that would be an interesting workshop to have your family come and attend. But there's tons of very good resources available, including Hope One Atlantic County is going to be there, Rowan College of South Jersey is going to be there, as well as I'll have a free resource table from Tobacco Free for a Healthy New Jersey promoting our Atlantic Quit Center. So I encourage any families that are out there to please come out and check out. I know the township has a flyer out here in the municipal building for people to grab.
Is this the first one that they've done, or
This is they've had other events like this in the past. It just hasn't been annual. So hopefully they're starting a new tradition by offering a free resource fair like this. In addition to that, I just wanted to thank Township Committee for going out and talking to the natural helpers at the high school. While I don't help facilitate natural helpers, I used to be one of those natural helpers when I was in high school, so I understand everything about where they're at. And most of the natural helpers come out and become a part of another group called Stand Up and Rebel, of which I do facilitate at the high school. And these are really great kids. Many of them do attend events on a county-wide level. We do have a county-wide meeting every month in which they were actually featured on the front page of the Atlantic City Press on Tuesday. A lot of our Buena kids were there. So, you know, our kids in Buena are really making an impact, not just in Buena, but in the county. There's actually a youth summit happening in which high schools all from around Atlantic County, some are coming from Ocean County, Cumberland County, at Stockton University on April 7th. And they're going to be presenting a presentation they created last year, all on prescription drug abuse and prevention. So I would encourage you to maybe invite some of those kids' families out at a future meeting, maybe to recognize the enormous efforts that they're putting in terms of youth prevention for drug and alcohol abuse.
Very good.
Thank you.
Sounds very good.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Anybody else? Julie?
Good evening. Julie Akers, Newtonville. I was hoping for a report from Dave Scheidig. Is there any update on the USDA building?
So we went back out to bid for the Public Works building. We did receive in 9 bids, which are being reviewed through our attorney as well as Public Works. So hopefully, by the next meeting, we should hopefully have some idea of which direction we're going to go.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Okay. Motion to close.
Motion to close?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, does anyone have anything else to add?
Yeah, I just wanted to
Oh, go
mention
ahead,
that the Collins Lakes Church is having our Lenten Friday fish dinners beginning next week, next Friday. So they have fried and baked flounder for the first week, and then they continue on with other fish, and then they have hoagies and the 1 week, and then they have crab cakes the last week.
Okay, so this is at Our Lady of the Lakes on
Yeah.
Malacca Road, and
Malacca
what
Road.
time does that start?
That starts at 5 o'clock, I believe.
Okay, yeah, it's good for a quick dinner. And
5 to 7,
And they're
yeah.
reasonable. I remember last year they did a good job. If you don't want to cook on a Friday, it's a
Right.
good place. And I just wanted to say something to the Battistini family. Pauline Battistini, 94 of Milmay, had passed away. And she was a longtime Milmay resident. And I was reading her obituary. And she was a federal bomb inspector, penning her seal of approval, I guess after World War II, and so it was very interesting. And then she was the deputy surrogate for Atlantic County for a number of years. So just want to wish the family, we're sorry for their loss. So longtime member of Milmay. Okay, anyone else before we adjourn the meeting?
I feel to
Go ahead.
thank Lisa for doing an awesome job on the hometown news.
Yes, did it go out yet,
Thank
Lisa?
you. It is out. It should be in mailboxes. Great staff worked on it. Beth Conway, our administrative secretary, worked on it. I worked on it, and we had a little bit of pitch hip help from Gia as well. So it definitely came together.
Yes.
You know, we honored the mayor in it as well. So I think
Very
it's a great
nice.
addition to put out. So thank you very much for mentioning.
All right.
I just
Anyone?
wanted to
Go
thank Gia Hawes, too. She was the coordinator for the Natural Helpers that day for the Municipal Drug Alliance, so she was there and she spoke also.
You know, a lot of towns don't have newsletters, obviously, and everything, and, you know, and I have to say, it's not political. It's inform people, you know, it's not a political thing. Some people think it is, but it's to inform people and everything, and it's money well spent. And a lot of towns go in and you don't know what's going on. You don't know what they're doing. And you don't. You have no idea, because people work, people do this, people say, oh, I ain't gonna go to the meetings. So at least you know something what's going on, you know, and everything. And that's why I think the newsletter is fine, you know. I came from the town, we didn't have a newsletter, you know. If you didn't go to the council meetings, you didn't know nothing what was going on. So at least the people that can't get out. Now, you know, at least they have a vehicle there to see what's going on in the town. You know, it's not political, it's a newsletter, you know. And if it was political, I'd tell you so. You know, I'm straight up, believe me. You know, I ain't trying to hide nothing. But this isn't a political newsletter. It is informative. Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks, Mr. Turner. And Lisa, I wanted to, maybe you want to tell the public that they don't, if the ones that don't have Comcast anymore, because some people are getting out of Comcast, and they won't be able to see our meeting, but you can tell them how they can access the meeting on the computer.
So we have a YouTube channel, which is under Buena Vista Township. You can go on our website at the very bottom of our website, which is buenavistanj.com. It'll say YouTube channel. If you click on that, we have all of our videos for all of our township TV night meetings, as well as any other meetings, interviews by the mayor, Independence Day, Richland Village. We also have a couple Drug Alliance presentations on there as well. So anything that we're able to record, we reproduce and put back out into our township-wide YouTube channel. So you can access it through our website, keep up on everything that's going on. We're usually about a meeting behind by the time we get everything from Comcast and by the time I work out the video and convert it and get it up on YouTube. But definitely you can stay with anything that we do within the township through our website, as well as through our Facebook page and also through our Twitter page. We do have 3 different Facebook pages. We have one for Buena Vista Township, we have one for the Dr. Martin Luther King Center, and we also have a Buena Vista Township OEM page for emergency purposes, or for anything of emergent that happens. So you can visit those, like those, track those, and follow those, and be able to stay up on any and all township business that we have.
Very good. So we definitely do try to communicate to our residents, and we're happy to have that done. And let me think, there was one more, anything with department reports? I don't think there was anything in particular to
I was
say,
just asked by
but-
Public Works just to indicate the leaf pickup for Collins Lakes that we have going on. Probably in the next month or so, we'll have some stuff that picks up out at the Martin Luther King Center. Right now is kind of their downtime to get ready for the summer. I know the seniors are working on some things as well, and they still had the food pantry that is going on every month out there as well. They have a lot of food that was donated through the holidays, so thank you very much to everybody from the public who donated through the holidays, the canned goods. That definitely filled their pantry up, so if you're in need of any type of food or anything of those assistance, you can contact our MLK Center and talk to our staff that's out there. You could talk to Quentin or you could talk to Veronica. Our number out there is 609-704-7262. So if you are in need of any of those items, definitely reach out to our community center. They're located at 661 Jackson Road.
Okay, very
I
good.
just wanted to thank Brian and Public Works, because a few residents that called me about getting their leaves picked up in Collins Lakes, on Wayne Avenue and some other streets, so.
It's looking good
he
out
got
there, I
there
heard.
and got them done. I appreciate
Awesome.
it.
And I just want to say one more thing about the natural helpers. I know that program's been going on a while in the high school. And what it is they are trained, the students themselves are trained to be able to help other students. And they're trained by professional staff so that some of the students wouldn't go to an adult or a senior person. They would go to a fellow student, and then this student is trained to be able to help the other student, and it really works well. Some of those students would have not been helped had they not reached out to a fellow student. So I don't know how many high schools are doing it, but they've always noted our high school has had that program, and they've done a great job, and so I'm thankful for that. And I guess,
Judy Venefro
yes,
does an awesome job.
Yeah.
she
She works
does.
closely with Carlo, and they speak so highly of Gia and Quentin McClendon, who comes and helps as well. So we have an awesome team that works with our children. We do.
Yes, we're very thankful for these.
Yeah, gospel, the food bank, the seniors in Newtonville Food Bank, having the gospel thing the 21st, right?
22nd.
22nd, okay, it's on a Sunday, right? Sunday, is on a
Oh,
Sunday.
I'm not familiar, what's this one? March 22nd? I don't know if I have that one.
It's a musical.
It's a musical, yeah. It's gonna have, you know, the gospel groups come in, help with their food bank, and they feed a lot of people. And it's on a Sunday. And I gotta make that plug. I meant to write it down. everything, but.
Okay, if you have a
if you can
flyer or
help-
something,
if you
we
help
can
out there, yeah.
take a look at it. Okay.
It's a flyer, you go on, go on the Martin Luther King website, and there's a flyer on there,
Okay.
okay? And, yeah, they help raise money, okay? And that way, I did that for them.
A lot of plugs tonight.
Okay, well, we have a whole hour, but I don't know, I think if anyone else has anything to add before we go? How about our solicitor? Is there anything you'd like to say?
Lisa does a great job, I concur.
You're embarrassing me tonight. No, I mean, I will definitely say thank you. Working for Buena Vista Township, I'm going into, I think, 19 years of municipal government. This has definitely been one of the best places that I've worked in. It's not just the municipality, it's not just government work. They really make you feel like a family here, and definitely appreciate the work that you do, and it makes you want to advance further and also do even good and better for the residents for Buena Vista Township. So even though I do not live here, I definitely feel like a resident. I feel part of the community, part of all the events. This has been a great support system up here. I feel like I'm saying a farewell speech, but I'm not. But no, it definitely, it just makes me want to do my job bigger and better every time that I walk in the door here. It's a great staff, great township committee, great legal team, great engineering professionals that we have. So this municipality is definitely blessed to move forward with great projects that we have planned.
Well, thank you, Lisa. I know you make it easier for me too, as the mayor. I really appreciate that. Okay, if anyone, let's make a motion to adjourn then.
Motion?
All in favor? Aye. Okay, good night, everybody,
Good night,
and see you
everybody.
next month.
Nobody wants to leave tonight.
Well, then